Scratch my name on the line, told me was the only way. Now the paper weighs a ton, iron chains around my neck, signed away my soul at 10 and 8. Thinking I could fly away, but the ground is pulling hard, feet are sinking in the clay. Numbers climbing up the wall, I can feel the hammer fall. Watch the ceiling start to crack, no more turning back. Burn the dead, burn it down. Break the cage, break it now. I am buried deep underneath the red. Whoa, let me breathe again. Rent is high as the sun, boss is breathing on my neck. Working just to stay alive while the sharks are circling round. They want every drop of blood, they want every piece of bread. Staring at the empty sky, wishing I was gone instead. Numbers climbing up the wall, I can feel the hammer fall. Watch the ceiling start to crack, no more turning back. Burn the dead, burn it down. Break the cage, break it now. I am buried deep underneath the red. Whoa, let me breathe again. Cut the wire, start the fire. I won't be a slave no more. No more. Throw the ledger on the floor. I am walking out the door. Let me pay underneath the red. Break the chain. Whoa. Sun is sinking low on the valley, iron hammer heavy in my hand. He sits high in a house of stone, looking down on a broken man. Looking down. I've been hauling this chain too long, waiting for the sky to break, tear the crown from his head. Tear it down. We ain't begging for crumbs no more. No more. Take the power back. Take it back. Let the cold wind blow. Take it back. He talks about the law of the land while he hides behind a silver wall. I've seen enough of the hungry rain, I'm waiting for the big house to fall. Waiting for the fall. The rust is eating through the gate, the air is getting thick and tight. Tear the crown from his head. Tear it down. We ain't begging for crumbs no more. No more. Take the power back. Take it back. Let the cold wind blow. Take it back. No more running like a dog, no more hiding in the tall grass. Arthur mans the cedar fence post. The sky turns the color of a bruised plum. A station wagon kicks up red dust, bringing a man in a crisp white shirt. He speaks a new road, start their evening song. He holds a hand like he is checking the weight of a harvest he did not help to plant. His shoes are too polished for this mud, but his smile is wide as the county line. Arthur listens with a quiet nod, tucking a pencil behind his ear. Every 4 years the season changes. The paper signs rot in the tall grass, but the rain still leaks through the porch road. And we keep moving just the same, moving on. The television in the parlor stays dark. The same face tells a different story now. Promises have flown like summer birds, leaving us with the frost on the glass. The factory gate stays locked and rusted under the weight of a silent town. Every 4 years the season changes. The paper signs rot in the tall grass, but the rain still leaks through the porch road. And we keep moving just the same, moving on. The city people talk of great progress, but they do not see the chips in the paint. We do not ask for much but the truth, a bit of wood and a steady hand. Goes back to his cedar fence. The sun dips below the crooked tree. I stood out in the tall grass. The air felt like heavy stone. The air felt like heavy stone. Tried to shout to the white birds, but the wind cut the sound away. My teeth are grinding on the dust. The silence is a heavy load. Like I was made of thin glass. We don't talk about the mountain. We don't talk about the storm. Lock the door and kill the light. Wait for a sun that don't rise. The fire is turning into gray. on the iron, steam rising through the rain. I'm laying on the iron, steam rising through the rain. That old man in the top hat, he don't know my name. I walk through the fire, way across the sea. I walk through the fire, way across the sea. Now I'm back in the dirt, nobody's checking for me. Nobody's checking. Hard rain falling, hard rain falling on my head. Got a silver medal, but I can't buy no bread. I used to be a lion, roaring in the sun. I used to be a lion, roaring in the sun, roaring in the sun. Now I'm just a stray dog, always on the run, always on the run. My boots are full of water, my bones are full of lead. The flag is flying high, but my belly ain't been fed. Uncle Sam called me, I answered to the call. Uncle Sam called me, I answered to the call. Now I'm leaning on a brick wall, waiting for the fall. Walking the line, left the brain, just a piece of trash. Lord, Lord. I ain't stopping on a heavy coat, breath coming out like steam, rain slicking down the alleyway. You look at me like I'm already gone. Hands up, keep 'em where the light hits. I can feel the metal before it touches my skin. It's a heavy weight, so heavy. The badge is heavier than the man. It's a cold death, too cold. Paid out in the middle of the street. Who's gonna hold the scale today? Boots crunching on the broken glass. You got the power of the law in your thumb. My heart is knocking against my teeth. Don't tell me about protection. Don't tell me about the peace. I see the hunger in that silver glare. It's a heavy weight, so heavy. The badge is heavier than the man. It's a cold death, too cold. Paid out in the middle of the street. Who's gonna hold the scale today? The asphalt is burning my knees. Blood don't look blue under these lights. You're shaking just as bad as me, but you're the one with the iron, you're the one with the name. It's a heavy weight, mercy on the city. Lord, have mercy on the man who's gonna hold it. Who's gonna hold it now, hold it now, hold it. The red mud is drying in the heat. Across the wire they are preaching hate, drawing lines with a broken stick, asking me which side I am walking on. But the river does not ask no questions. Oh, the wind blows hard against the light, but the fire inside keeps burning true. You cannot bury what is meant to rise. Standing tall in the Delta rain. Men in suits on the radio dial, selling seeds of poison for the soul, turning brother against the blood, building walls where bridges used to stand, where bridges used to stand. Oh, the wind blows hard against the light, but the fire inside keeps burning true. You cannot bury what is meant to rise. Standing tall in the Delta rain. My feet are heavy with the years. My heart is weary from the noise, but I have a root deep in the ground, and a song they cannot ever drown out. They cannot drown it out. Oh, the wind blows hard against the light, but the fire inside keeps burning true. You cannot bury what is meant to rise. Standing tall in the Delta rain. Steady now, lines in the dirt. Now you, yeah, stay true, rolling on. Lord, Lord, I look at the sky, it don't look back. I look at the sky, it don't look back. There is a glass I see in every move I make. I used to find a dark spot to rest. I used to find a dark spot to rest. Now that light is always in my face. My woman don't talk like she used to. My woman don't talk like she used to. She thinks the tin roof has ears down to the floor. I can't even wash my face in the rain. I can't even wash my face in the rain. They got a number for every breath I take. They know where I walk and where I stay. They know where I walk and where I stay. There ain't no tall grass left to hide away. Watching me, always watching me. I'm just a man, but they got me on a map. I'm gone. Weathercock on St. Jude's spire points toward the marble banquet hall. The sun departs at 3:30 behind the shining glass and stone. We used to watch the pigeons fly across the cobblestones and rain. Old Arthur closed the iron gate. His father's hammer sits in dust. The men in suits from Regent Street bought every brick along the lane. They speak of growth and dividends while tearing down the garden wall. You promised us a level path, a fair return for honest sweat. But now you take the lion's share and leave the scraps upon the plate. Leave the scraps, leave the scraps. We're standing in the cold tonight. The park is now a parking lot. The oak tree fell on Monday night. Mr. Sterling built his tower high. It blocks the view of harbor ships. He doesn't hear the market bell. He only hears the ticker tape. You promised us a level path, a fair return for honest sweat. But now you take the lion's share and leave the scraps upon the plate. Leave the scraps, leave the scraps. We're standing in the cold tonight. The ink is dry upon the deed, but blood is thicker than the pen. You think the gates will keep us out, but hunger finds a way inside. Finds a way. You promised us a level path, a fair return for honest sweat. But now you take the lion's share and leave the scraps upon the blade. Leave the scraps, leave the scraps. We're standing in the cold tonight. The winter wind is blowing hard. The brass is tarnished on the door. Good night, Mr. Sterling, Mr. Sterling. Good night. Lord have mercy. Heavy chain on the iron gate. Thick rust in the summer air. I still hear the lunch whistle blow, though it hasn't screamed in a year. The ghosts of the ship keep moving, swinging hammers in the dark. They got silk sheets in the Capitol, grease under my nails. I gave her my back and my blood. I gave her my back and my blood. Now they're shipping the work on the rail. The ghost of the ship keep moving, swinging hammers in the dark. They got silk sheets in the Capitol while we're searching for a spark. Tell me, what's a man worth when his hands are finally clean? They're getting rich off the silence of a dead and cold machine. So cold. The ghost of the ship keep moving, swinging hammers in the dark. They got silk sheets in the Capitol while we're searching for a spark. Still searching. Just names on a paper, just smoke in the wind.